So we're here today with Bernhard Vierling. I hope I'm pronouncing your family name and your first name correctly.
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how did you get into tracing the sun? How long have you been doing it?
So first, the thing is, I'm asking myself since I've started thinking, what is the essence of something? What is really important? And now we are in an actual situation where everybody in the globalized world is experiencing that nothing is that it was before, that it was 1 week before. Actually, this is a situation which we are facing normally also, but we do not recognize it. We have this change permanent. But now we have this change really dramatic. And to come up with the sun, there were two ideas. First one was just to welcome the sun for summer. It was the first motivation really to start this performance here. But then it came up that in the context of Corona, that we need to have another instance, another criteria than our human criteria. My feeling is that the Corona is facing the hybrid of human mankind, and we should really go back in a form of reflection. What are we doing here? What is really important? What is important to us? And therefore, in a way, I'm asking the sun. And as we cannot look in the sun because it's so strong, it's so powerful, I try to see the sun like this, like I do it here. And I try to find the movement between sun and earth. And even I do not understand it because it's powerful. I mean, we can explain it with a Newton telescope physically, but the energy behind it is so huge, is so strong, that I just devote on this. I spend this day from sunrise to sunset being focused on this movement only.
Wow, that is very interesting actually. And how do you find the weather conditions?
The weather is fine, it's very good. So it was a little bit cloudy, but it came up that we have we have a blue sky. We are here also on a very interesting spot because this place is the former observatory, the old observatory from Berlin, and until the beginning of the 20s in the last century, here was the building from Schinkel. And where the former astronomers had been researching. Also, this telescope I'm using is from my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
And my grandfather was also working here 100 years ago, or a little bit more even. And he gave me this telescope when I was around 12 years old. And since that time, I'm watching the stars, I mean with interruptions, not all the time, because I'm not an astronomer, I'm an artist, and I'm looking more poetically to the stars, and not as a scientist, or more as a person, as a feeler, as someone who wants to feel or think, mingling between feeling and thinking. Where are we? What is important? Also, when you ask a question, what do I have to say something? Is it really important what I have to say? Yeah, that's about it.
Wow. I'm gonna show everyone how it's actually done, like some ready. Do you call them sketches?
Yeah, it's a mix of sketch and documentation, or a try to what I have seen.
Okay, so you put like a time and everything on it. So you've had.
Yeah, you can see here from this day. I use only one principle. We have many sketching principles. Some when the sun is stronger, or when it's weaker, or when it's windy, or when my heart is beating like this. So you get this combination of the line between the person who is doing it, the atmosphere, the spot I'm getting, and the movement. This line, when you see this line, these are all spirals. It's a line which is developing again and again and again, because it's moving. You can't make a circle out of the sun. The sun is a spiral, Spirale. Maybe you can see it here. It's just a line, and while I do the line, the sun is moving, or the earth is moving, and also the sun is moving in the Milk Street, and it's moving and moving and moving. And so I can't find the same point.
Yeah, true. Because when we just look in the sky, then it just seems that the sun is just at one point, like maybe we can see it like in an hour that it has moved, but it wasn't actually, it's always moving.
It's permanent moving. It's permanent moving.
And you have so many sketches already just from today.
Yeah, it's only today, and you see the movement. This is in the morning when it's very flat.
Yeah.
And now this is around 2 o'clock. It's tough. It's coming from it's going down, and when we go to the sunset, it will be flat again. And so we will have around 80 or so sketches, and you can see the movement, the whole movement. You see the small movement. This is this intrinsic movement, and then you see the movement of one day. But it's only one day, and we have it day by day, and even in the night we cannot see the sun, but it's moving. And so, according to the Corona situation, which is quite a normal situation for the Earth, it's only a problem for us humans. I think we should retreat a little bit, to step back, to really reflect what is really important. What do we have to do? What is our purpose? And to confront ourselves with our lies to ourselves mostly, and to transform ourselves. Maybe it's necessary. I don't know so much, but I think so. So what we do with the earth, we are disturbing. We are too many people. It's incredible.
So it's just like Earth is taking us like a stop for a second and like rebuilding itself, sort of way, like healing.
We need a kind of a healing process.
Yeah. I agree in that field, 100%.
And to learn from each other. I mean, in this time while we are doing this and trying to do something, other people are making war in Syria or in Turkey, and so as if we haven't anything else to do than that. But I think the purpose to be here is to learn to live in peace, to help each other, to understand ourselves better. And as we are all, I guess, including me, we are all beasts.
Yeah.
And we are all terrible beasts, and we need to overcome our beastiness. Maybe it's an English word, beastiness. Does it exist?
It now is, at least. Can I ask, why do you have is that a crystal on the table? This big?
Yeah, it's a crystal.
And why do you have it here?
The crystal is right from the center of the earth itself, and it's coming up through processes over many thousand years, and so it's really a condensed energy of earth.
Oh wow.
So therefore I put it here, and sometimes I put my hands here. It feels a little bit electric, so and I start sketching with it, with this feeling from the crystal. And I'm very sketch it. Yeah.
How old is it?
I don't know this. I have to look in a book of minerals, but it's millions of years old.
Wow.
I think millions of years or 100,000s. And next.
And how long have you had this crystal?
This a few years I have it.
Oh, okay.
I use it for the work and for processes on essences or for this kind of work.
Okay.
For sketching to make my hands.
So you have to every time change the way the telescope is, or?
Yeah, the Earth itself has a. It's called. It's not straight. It's a little bit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's called ecliptic. Ecliptic. I don't know the English. Ecliptic.
I think it's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and this stative is called azimutal. So it's not parallel to the axis of the northern and southern pole. So therefore I have to move it in two ways.
Okay.
And but I like it. I don't want to have it so technically perfect. To understand this axis where we are moving. Now I have a new spot. When we come around. You can see when I follow the line here. Just after a few seconds, the Earth the light isn't anymore there. It's already on another spot.
And that's why you're doing the spiral, because it's always moving.
It's becoming a spiral.
And you do it for 12 hours without, like, you're having small breaks, but mostly you're doing it in one line, right?
Yeah. Basically, you can say this: all sketches is one line, and divided in in the number of sketches. But it's this spiral, and it's to pay attention or to have a kind of a ritual towards the sun. To spend my time only for this movement, and not to waste it for something else. Isn't it beautiful?
It actually is. And it sort of gives you this calm, at least when I'm looking, when you're doing it, it gives me this calm sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Like really relaxing. So you stop when you don't have enough, or when the sun is going out from the paper, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made a formal decision, like of the size of the paper, and this is more of an artistic decision or a conceptual decision to say I will have it in that size.
Okay.
And in the end, I would like to show all sketches. Hopefully soon it's possible to have an opening in a gallery down here in this building, or to see the whole day, because today we have the same size of day and night. So we have 12 hours night and 12 hours day. And it is the starting of the spring. Even in the shadow of Corona, the spring is also starting.
So when you would do it in the summer, you would have to do it for longer? Because the sun is like
Oh
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
When the sun is rising at 4 o'clock and setting down at 10 o'clock, you do it all this time.
Wow. Well, we got a lot of good information, so all our followers are saying thank you for letting us see what you're doing here, and hopefully we can already see the exhibition soon.
Yeah, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.